Hello everyone, my name is Rudy Boxman. I do live in HENGELO city in the Netherlands. And my today's show has as topic crime investigation by the police. So if you are a police officer or a police investigator, please pay attention to what I have to say, because today I will give you a toy which you can use to investigate murders, homicides, crimes in your city, in your neighborhood. We are out throughout the world, it doesn't matter where. Anyway, in my previous videos I told you already about a big discovery I made back in 1998. I discovered that all events on our planet happens and comes in pairs of two. When something takes place, we used to call it an original event, a 100% event. And the discovery of this nature law makes that an exact duplicate will follow up each original event, and those duplicate events are in fact 80%. I have measured that already because it was in a big book written down by old writers centuries ago. Anyway, today I will give you a tool which you can use. If a homicide or murder takes place in your city, and for all the police officers, please take notice of this video and what I have to say. If a murder or homicide takes place in your city, it can be an 80% duplicate or an original 100% event when it happens for the first time. If a murder takes place, you as police officer, you will take a detailed notation of all the circumstances and things around this murder or homicide, and you write that down on a piece of paper or a computer. Well, here it comes. If you do so, make sure that you write down every detail about your homicide or murder that you have to investigate. Write it down on a piece of paper, like an A4 paper which I hold in my hand. Make note of living animals around this murder investigation, in the house or surrounding, maybe car tracks. You have to make a note of every detail about your murder. You don't know if it is an 80% duplicate murder of something that happened before, or an original 100% event when it happens for the first time. You don't know that. Now, what you do is, if you have a lot of details about your murder investigation, you hold that piece of paper next to a computer. You can use Google as well to try to find as many details in your neighborhood about different murders in your neighborhood with the same characteristics. And that is very interesting, because this nature law duplicates everything that we do. Let's say if a man commits a homicide and uses a car to go to the victim, then later on in time, in the duplicate event, another man will go with a car to the victim's house and kill him over there. An exact duplicate copy will follow up, which is 80% by the way. If it happens for the second time, you will see pairs. So that's why it's very important to make a detailed quotation of what the scene, the crime scene looks like, and make a lot of detailed information about something that moves around that house, like stock animals, everything that moves, atoms. Make a notation of that. Please do so. And then you can go to Google and investigate if something happens exactly like that in previous homicides or murders, and you can use Google to do so. If you can't find anything in your neighborhood or location, then you probably have to deal with 100% event when it happens for the first time. Now, make a note of this. A little later on in time, you will see 80% duplicate event of that same homicide, with all the detailed characteristics of the first homicide. It can be someone else who committed the crime, but it doesn't matter. If a pair, dus an original and a duplicate event matches, then you have a pair. If you miss something from the first homicide, then you know the duplicate will give you a lot of more information, maybe, and you can fill in the empty spaces of the first homicide, the 100% homicide, when it happens for the first time. Or if you miss something from the 80% duplicate event, you can fill in the empty spaces with information from the 100% original event or homicide. So at last you will see an exact pair of homicides with equal characteristics. That is why it is so important to make detailed information about your homicide that you have to investigate. And this is for all the police officers and police investigators. I will give you some information how it works. In the United States, back in around March 24 or March 26, 2010, and you can look it up by email. Something happens in Chula Vista Street. 10 horses run through the city of Chula Vista in California. And I will show you this piece of paper. You will see 10 horses ran over the streets of Chula Vista. And listen what happened later on in time, 1 year later. I will show it to you. Now, isn't this scary or what? This goes on for thousands and thousands of years, and it's not only on this planet, but you will see it all over around in the galaxy. This law of nature is everywhere, and it's maybe because of magnetic atoms that will do the trick. So what you do as a police investigator, make a notation of every homicide, murder, exactly in detailed, and also moving things around this victim of the homicide. And just Google for it to find a match, because you will find a match. If not on Google, then maybe later on in time it will happen again. Exact 2 homicides. It will make a pair, 100% and an 80% duplicate. So please be very cautious, and for now on you can put in your computer pairs of homicides which matches each other. And that is very interesting because a lot of people don't know this. And today I gave you a tool which you can use in your police force to investigate murders, homicides, crime investigations of any kind. And please watch this video again and learn about the horses and the sheeps that runs through Chula Vista streets in California. So you can watch this video again and all over. And now, as a police officer, you know what to do with your crime investigation. And if you misses the dots, now you have a tool to fill in the blank spaces on your paper. Because on each murder or homicide or crime activity, a duplicate, 80% duplicate event will follow up. And it combines as a pair. So this is a very important tool for all the police forces throughout the world. You can use this information also as a learning tool. And let me tell you, television station, radio stations and on the internet, you are able and you have my full permission to use this video for learning and teaching possibilities around your neighborhood and wherever you are, on schools, on universities, because it's a law of nature and I am willing to learn you about it and to teach you about it as a teacher. And today I informed the police forces all over the country. Well, goodbye, and I hope you will enjoy this information. Goodbye from Rudy J. Boxman, Hengelo City in the Netherlands. Goodbye until my next show.